Yo guys, what is up? It's Eli from the Three Man Weave here today, and before we get into what would happen if Derek Carr was healthy for the wild card round against the Houston Texans, I just wanted to preface this video by saying I didn't edit the teams or make any team better, or I'm not biased against any team, and I'm not trying to take anything away from the Houston Texans. I think they played a good game, and Brock Osweiler kind of came back from his struggles in the regular season, but I do think that if Derek Carr was healthy, they would have won, and so that's what sparked this idea of this Madden 17 simulation. So I hope you do enjoy. Please be nice in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's the Raiders going up against the Texans. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guy and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, as always, he's Charles Davis. And Charles, we saw in the open, we've got a couple of great running backs in this game tonight, each capable of putting a team on his back.
And I'm excited to talk about the runners, not just the passers who have a big of these guys at all. Can run it, catch it to get this one.
Here's the kicker, Nick Novak, to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This touchback, and it to the 25. Now a play fake on first down. Backing up. Did he get the beat down? They'll say he did not. It's in. And Mr. Cooper, liner in this offensive unit.
Rare that you get so polished coming out of college. All right, Cooper's a pro probably since he was 6 years old. Terrific talent.
In here on 10 and 10. And there is Cooper, his first catch. It's again yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Cooper, he really had a standout performance in November receiving yard games. He's got the talent wagon as they approach.
Yeah, and face it, he's had a lot of help this year from Michael Crabtree.
Yeah.
Into the league, assuming the role Amari Cooper has now, which is the #1. Crabtree has really found his niche as a #2. He takes a pressure off of Cooper. Wait till playoff time. Those other, a lot of trouble they're playing.
It'll be a pickup of Hood, and it'll make it second down. And a look at the defense.
Whitney Merciless is rapidly becoming one of the top outside linebackers in the game. As well he should. With that name, he's got to be great.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Again, it's Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, They think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level play.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. A right side catch by Crabtree. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatch with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. Back deep, the Texans' 4th-round pick, rookie Tyler Ervin. Ready to go in his, and this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and that will wind up just short. He had line S at the end, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
On 1st down, Osweiler. It's complete to Fuller on 1st. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did. Obviously, they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
All right, here we go. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Osweiler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now it's Miller, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Now it's Osweiler. Caught by Mumphrey. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Now, not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
Dumps it complete to Miller. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is that now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Osweiler over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's 3rd and 5. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Again, Osweiler finding time. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's now 3-0 Texans. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
On first down, Carr throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. Charles, I have to bring up something you told me about last week. You often find hidden talents with a lot of these guys in the NFL. And Baltimore kicker Justin Tucker, he's a heck of an opera singer, and he's very good at singing some holiday tunes, isn't he?
He certainly is, and when he sings, he captivates you. Because I've actually seen him on video. In the tails, right? I mean, he looks fantastic, but he sounds even better. And not only that, how about what he's done on the field? 10 field goals of 50 yards or more this season, which ties a record set by Blair Walsh in 2012 when Walsh was a rookie.
But seriously, go to your favorite search engine. Just put in Justin Tucker Opera. You'll be blown away.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On third down, here's Washington. And he will lose. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. On fourth down, here's the Raider punter Marquette King to kick it away. Tyler Irvin back deep. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders defense getting ready. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, it could have. Now can they carry that over? First and 10, it's Osweiler. He's got time. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, partner, recently we've had a lot of MVP discussions. Here's the thing I wanted to ask you. A guy like David Johnson having a great year, but his team's below 500. Should he be able to win the MVP award?
Personally, I think so. I think what always hurts a guy like David Johnson in that position is if you have other people having monster years as well. So for a lot of voters, the tiebreaker is who's having a better team season. And that's what ends up eliminating guys like David Johnson. Despite the year he's having, in any normal deal, David Johnson will be one of the top 2 guys for the MVP race.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Down, Osweiler surveying the field, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And marching back out there now, the Raiders defense gets ready. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I could just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes, first series of the second half, offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Play action. It's Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Osweiler. Pressure from behind, and he's going to be thrown down. Mario Edwards in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now here's Shane Leckler on to punt it away to his longtime team, the Raiders. Now Carey. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll run the option left. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They go with Murray again. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He finds Crabtree for the completion. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll try to run it in with Murray. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And tough starting field position here. Following the fumble recovery, it's Osweiler. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Keith Mumphrey that time. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. offense lining up 1st and 10. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Let's go! They'll run it now out of the gun. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Miller, the lone setback. Now it's Osweiler. And he's got it. Fedorowicz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run with Miller, and he'll take it down. Now whistles, and the Raiders signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he's going to be... Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And quickly they get to the line. And with 45 seconds showing, he spikes the football. They'll look to throw. Finding time. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry up. And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left. So on 4th down, out's the kicker in a big spot here. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So on 4th down, out try the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So this hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after another, but at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been a pretty doggone entertaining game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pitcher's duel in baseball, don't you think? The aficionados can appreciate a tightly fought game like this.
Yeah, but the fantasy players, not so much. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously it could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here, but let's make it no more than that. They met their goal.
On the other side, though, the offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get it into the end zone, and when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. They pitch it out to Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it the rest of the game. And that does get in your mid a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tackling.
And the defender know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult, but your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They've got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. We ready? Fire!
On first down, Murray. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Brian Cushing, the linebacker, in on the tackle. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Tight end to the right, ball. Tight end to the right. Move. All right, here we go. Ready, set.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on a draw play. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's got time. All kinds of time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Marquette King now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. They begin with a run by Miller. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Miller, the lone setback. To throw is Osweiler. And that is incomplete here.
Holding. Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now what can Osweiler do here in overtime? And his throw is incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Now it's Osweiler surveying the field. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, That's what they got. They got after him, and he's fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Here's Shane Leckler now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Carry on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure, to run back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Tackle made there by Quentin Demps. Second down following the run. Murray, the lone setback. He's getting football. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over at beat. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing his Carr on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, Carr. He just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. So second and 10 here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Carr to throw on second down. He's got time in the pocket. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll be brought at the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? the guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Wide and yank.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 30.